You are this canonical, like, internet renaissance man.
The poster child of you could just do things.
Yeah. Yeah. The variety of projects that you've had over your career is incredible. And I wanted to ask you about your project selection method. Like,
Yeah.
are you just going on vibes all the time? What's the triage?
It has been vibes for the last 10 years. And I think there's good and bad to this. In some ways, I almost like generally don't recommend other people early in their whatever internet entrepreneur journey. I try not to say like, oh, you should do what I did. Like you should try tons of stuff and it'll work out. And because it's like the reality is it usually doesn't. If you're kind of a dilettante and are constantly jumping between things, it usually doesn't go very well and you never get very far. I'm like maybe one of the weird exceptions where like enough of these things have worked out that I've been able to build a pretty like comfortable life for myself and my family. And, you know, obviously I've had some things go very not well, right? Like opening a tea cafe before COVID, but have had other things that do work out. So
that was just bad luck, you know?
Yeah. I mean, man, that timing was just brutal. In our defense, we hit break even the second month. So it was on a good track, but it really has been vibes based since I graduated college and started doing this stuff. And there hasn't been a ton of thought. It's just been like, what's interesting and, you know, what can I get really interested in? And then how do I turn that into some sort of business to support me continuing to be interested in it? And I think the shift really happened in the last few years once I started having kids, where I kind of realized I can't keep doing this. Like, this is not going to be sustainable long term, because if one of these things didn't work out 6 years ago, like that was fine. You know, it was just me and my then girlfriend and our dog. And like, you know, it didn't have that many things to worry about. And now I do. And so I'm trying to be a lot more intentional about my focus and what I work on, and realizing that writing is really the thing for me. That's what I enjoy most. That's where I think I can actually have some long-term competitive advantage between both skill and consistency, but also recognizing that if your goal is to be a career author who primarily makes their money from like making books, that's one of the hardest careers in the world to pull off. The numbers are terrible on it. The only way you pull it off is pretty much through, except for extreme luck situations, the only way you pull it off with some reliability is just extreme consistency and commitment and not getting distracted and sticking with it and shipping and shipping and shipping and shipping. And then it slowly compounds into something pretty incredible over time. You look at somebody like I mentioned, James Patterson, he's published, or he has his name at least on 400 books. Or no, sorry, 230 odd books. And like, he's got a system for writing them. You know, he has help, he has ghostwriters, whatever he works with, but he's published 200 some books in his life, and he's worth $800 million or whatever. And you go into the airport and you see his name everywhere, but it's like he published 200 books. Like that's sort of the manic consistency you need to be willing to commit to, I think, to pull this kind of writing career off. And that's really exciting to me now. That's really where like all of my energy is focused at this point.